Hello everyone. I hope you've all had a fantastic start to your week so far. A lot has been happening in the past couple of days, and it's only fair we keep everyone in the XRP community updated. Today, we're going to kick off by talking about the future of Swift and XRP. Now, as you all know, in 2020, Chris Larsen explicitly stated that XRP can replace Swift. He mentioned that banks would be more inclined to trust XRP than Bitcoin. That said, Bitcoin maximalists really need to reconsider having Bitcoin as a form of world reserve currency. The only evidence we currently have that seems pretty rational is how Swift can adopt the XRP ledger technology. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. We will discuss more exciting topics in today's video. But before that, I want to remind you, join in our next giveaway. You can check out all the details down in the comment section below. That's where you'll find the requirements. Now let's roll that beautiful intro and get into today's video. As always, welcome back to MoneySide, your favorite crypto news channel. If you're new here, welcome to the XRP Army. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our daily crypto news updates. I was having a chat with a buddy of mine and he shared some quite insightful ideas about what is currently happening. Like I always say, the government is mischievous, and more often than not, they always have a hidden agenda. For instance, why is the U.S. so invested in the Ukraine versus Russia war? Okay, apart from the obvious oppression and loss of life, don't you think the U.S. responded a little too fast? I mean, literally too fast? It's not the first time the government has a hidden agenda aside from what is happening in front of our faces. Don't get me wrong. I want to say openly that what is happening to the Ukrainians is barbaric and inhumane and should not be condoned at all. But what if that's not the only reason for the U.S. to back Ukraine so fast? Now hear me out before you start throwing rocks. Okay, we start with a short history lesson to get you up to speed. A few years back, the U.S. and Saudi Arabia signed a deal to do oil trade in the U.S. dollars. I know you already know the story, right? Anyway, 2 decades later, Saddam Hussein said he wanted to do oil trades in euros. I'm sure you probably didn't know about that. We all know what happened to Saddam. Almost immediately, the U.S. military, they invaded Iraq for possession of weapons of mass destruction, and Saddam Hussein was sentenced to hang. Years later, Gaddafi from Libya was also on the spot. Gaddafi decided he wanted to do his oil trade in gold, and he was in the process of uniting Africans to form one country. NATO immediately intervened, and the citizens in Libya killed Gaddafi. Now this year, Russia and China signed a deal to supply gas and settle in euros. Almost immediately, Biden cleared the $300 million defense budget to help cushion Ukraine from war. All right, guys, I'm pretty sure you can already see a pattern here. However ruthless Putin may seem to be, gotta hand it to him, before he decides to invade Ukraine, the guy regulated Bitcoin in his country. Now Russia is now locked out of the SWIFT system. Do you think Putin is planning to move from the petrodollar to the petro Bitcoin? Is this the fall of the world reserve currency into a new currency? And if so, are we ready for what is to come? Let's put it into a more vivid perspective. Is XRP prepared for any shifts that might be happening in the financial industry? Yes, of course. In literal perspective, if the SWIFT system is here to stay, soon XRP will be in it, thanks to the ISO 20022 that's about to happen. And if this messaging system will finally witness a natural death due to the changes in the world reserve currency, XRP will still come out on top because of RippleNet. RippleNet can act as a bridge network between different banking systems, and that will help bridge SWIFT's gap and probably usher in a new era. So in all honesty, Russia is actually one of the worst enemies the U.S. would have if the government chooses to continue with their endeavor. And for now, Russians are against what Putin is doing, and that brings back the Gaddafi memory. Will the same thing happen to Gaddafi happen to Putin? Either way, Putin has been hailed as being a ruthless dictator, and it's exactly what he is. Is this war between Russia and the Ukraine orchestrated by a different government because Putin claims the Ukraine threatened them? And Vladimir says nothing of the sort happened. Who between the two is lying? And if they are both not lying and they believe what they're doing is right, what really happened? Is Putin crazy to wage war on a country that did nothing to him? And what is his end game? Because I doubt the world would let him take over Ukraine. Either way, I believe citizens of both countries shouldn't be suffering because of this disagreement. It's high time the real reason for this war comes to light and they solve their problems. Late last year, Swift issued a statement saying that it's exploring how it can support interoperability in the development of tokenized asset markets, working in conjunction with some major market participants. As compared to cryptocurrencies and stablecoins, the current market capitalization of tokenized assets is pretty small, but the momentum for these digital assets is expected to accelerate rapidly in the coming years. By some estimates, the volume could in fact reach $24 trillion by 2027. Swift is looking into how it may improve participant and system interoperability during the transactional lifecycle of tokenized assets. In order to support a smooth tokenized asset market, the Brussels-based messaging platform planned a series of trials in the first quarter of 2022 on issuance, delivery versus payment (DVP), and redemption processes. According to Thomas Zach, Swift's Chief Innovation Officer, these experiments would involve both traditional payment methods and central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. Swift's vision for instant and frictionless transaction not only applies to traditional securities and instruments, but also the new asset classes. All right, taking a look at the charts, we start with XRP, the Stochastic Rsi. When we had a bullish cross in the past, XRP went 10 to 74 times in price, and we're still awaiting the bullish cross. The RSI currently oversold on the monthly chart. We're awaiting the RSI, that's the purple line, to cross over the MA, that's the yellow line, before a huge move to the upside, back within that bullish triangle. The breakout is imminent in the next few months. If the triangle breaks out, we may end up breaking out this month till May of this year. We're also above the 21 EMA, the blue line. Now taking a look at Bitcoin, it will be highly pivotal how Bitcoin approaches the supports, also matching with the point of control where Bitcoin has the most volume by price, shown in my chart in the red line. When Bitcoin manages to bounce in these zones and finally marks above the neckline range, this will be the completion of this whole double bottom formation, and Bitcoin will have the ability to move on further from there, as well as activate the target zone, which is marked in my chart within the $54,000 to $56,500 range. As Bitcoin has also lesser volume on the way to these targets, this gives additional indication that the targets are to be reached. Once these determinations have been fulfilled, Bitcoin has to show how it moves on further from there. For now, we need to keep being patient and await the final validations before considering further conclusions. It will be an interesting development ahead. As always, do your own research and always trade safely, friends. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Tell us what you think in the comment section below, and let's have a conversation. Thanks as always for watching. Couldn't be here without you. Don't forget to like this video and please click on that subscribe button below. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. Thanks again, and we will see you on the next Money Side.